Justin Bieber, Kanye West, Katy Perry, Scooter Braun, John Mayer? You might be wondering why we're naming some of the most famous stars of Hollywood. Well, all of them have one thing in common. Well, two. Besides being famous and rich, all of them have had a feud with one of the most critically acclaimed and celebrated pop stars in the music industry, Taylor Swift. But what were those feuds about? When did all that happen? Are they on good terms now? Well, you're at the right place because we're going to talk about this and much more. So without further ado, let's get started. Kanye West. One thing that Taylor Swift has clarified pretty well in the past is that no one, except herself, is responsible for her fame. Back in 2009, when Swift won an VMA for the Best Music Video, everyone else at the ceremony was happy, and even if they weren't, they didn't voice their dislike. However, a very drunk Kanye went on stage and proceeded to interrupt the "We Are Never Getting Back Together" star's speech. Not only did he ruin the moment for Taylor, but he also made it extremely awkward for Beyoncé by saying that she deserved the award more than Taylor did. But the graceful Queen Bee ended up giving Taylor a chance to make her speech out of her own time. At the 2015 Grammys, both Taylor and Kanye did make up, but it wasn't for long as Kanye released a music video claiming that he made Taylor Swift famous. As if that wasn't bad enough, he also called Swift a bitch and included her naked statue in his song, without her consent. The pop star disappeared after the entire drama and came out with an international hit album called Reputation. Not only did the album break numerous records, but it also revived Swift's career, which was assumed to be dead after her feud with the Donda rapper. Katy Perry. Everyone knows and pretty much adores the enemies to friends trope, and that is exactly what happened between Katy Perry and Taylor Swift. Initially, the stars got off to a rocky start, as the teenage dream star had started dating John Mayer right after he broke up with Swift. As if this wasn't enough to create tension between both pop stars, another argument broke out. Back when Swift was out for her Red Tour, seems like Katy Perry was interested in her tour team. Everyone knows how majestic and thoroughly planned Taylor Swift tours are. And if an element as important as background dancers is messed around with, it's no surprise that Swift called it war. The stars had a lot of tension, and of course, Swift wrote a song on it. And of course, the song was a global smash hit. That's right, folks, we're talking about Bad Blood, one of the most famous songs on her Grammy-winning album 1989. But guess what? Both of the ladies have made up now, and not only did Katy appear in another one of Swift's music videos, but the Bad Blood singer also sent a handmade blanket for the Smile singer's newborn baby. Scooter Braun. One of the most recent feuds of the pop star and easily the main reason behind Swift re-recording her albums, let's just say Scooter messed up with the wrong person. Unlike a lot of pop stars, Swift also happens to be quite an accomplished businesswoman, and if someone messes with her in legal matters, well, they have to suffer the consequences. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why when Scooter Braun bought the Big Machine record company that Swift was previously working with, instead of giving up or letting Braun own her creative rights, Swift publicly discussed the entire matter with her fans through social media. In a rather lengthy Tumblr post, the singer talked about how Scooter was extremely manipulative, and she'd been bullied by him throughout the time that she was a part of BMR. So after she found out that Scooter was the one who bought her music and pretty much owned her art, instead of giving up, the singer started re-recording every single album of hers. Not only do the albums contain the rather mature voice of the singer, but every album also has some songs from the vault. These songs were initially written and executed by Taylor, and after the final cut, were removed from the album. However, Taylor's version of each album has the vault songs as well, and now Swift has released the re-recorded versions of her albums Fearless and Red. Not only were both of them smash hits, despite being pretty much similar, but the best part is that Swift herself was the owner of each and every song. After Swift announced the re-recording of her albums, her fans immediately started to boycott the old versions that weren't owned by the Cardigan singer. So, long story short, looks like buying Taylor's music was a pretty bad business decision for Braun, as it has given him nothing but loss and a bad name in the industry. With that being said, that's all for today. Click on one of the two videos on your screen right now. We'll catch you guys in the next one.